this already takes place now.
Yes.
Because many children have awareness about recycling. My daughter tells me, don't throw the papers out, keep them and we can use them in another way.
About the usage of energy too, because we seem to be consuming a lot of energy and we waste a lot of energy, and when we suffered from many power cuts in winter and in summer, people started to wonder about the energy cost.
No, I'm talking about recycling. The idea of recycling and saving the environment from garbage, from many.
Yeah, we need to produce more plastic. As far that the bottle you drink on it can be recycled again. So we're saving a lot.
Yes, and in European countries, a whole basket for recycling items.
Yeah, they take it back and you get money out of this.
The trash into 3 bins.
Well, there's some NGOs now in Egypt doing this. They get the plastic back and get compressor, which is good, but they need more actually. It's not enough actually, because we also see plastic everywhere and a lot of people does not believe on it. The point is that the people have to believe on it, which actually still a lot of houses and factories, they throw everything, and they can get money out of this. Just they need to know how to do it.
Yes.
And this is actually what we needed from the NGO and the government, to go and to awareness of different factory, how you can use this rubbish instead of throwing it in the desert or on the river, but you can get money out of it. This is actually what we need, and this is a part of the government job and the Ministry of Environment.
In many countries where the people actually sell the
yes.
money in exchange for the
We do it here in Egypt, but the way is wrong. We do it that a guy open it and throw what he has in the street and take what is value for him. But this is a very old way and it's wrong way. But there is a certain places they can do that.
It should be more organized.
Yes, this is what we need actually. More organized and find more space and more awareness. If you tell the lady, please, when you have a plastic, just press it out of the air and close it, and you take less more. For example, very simple, easy. Switch on the light if you don't need it. We have to.
We're talking about, and we also need to raise awareness when it comes to the consumption of energy.
Yes, we have to start actually with our children, because they don't get any attention for that. And I'm happy to hear this from the school.
I was surprised.
It's good. It's good.
Throw them in the garbage. Keep them.
But is all the teachers do the same?
Yes.
This is the issue.
So,
yes.
If we are talking about the eco lodges or eco hotels, how can they compete with other hotels and 5-star hotels who are not dealing in the same way with the tourists?
People going to select eco lodges or environment, we are a very high standard of sensitive regarding nature. And when they travel, they would like to see the country not only when they have a visit outside, but they also would like to see it in the room itself. They want to feel that the room we are staying is not the same hotel where I stay everywhere when I go for business, for example. So when I go to hotels and I travel to other countries, I like to see the culture in the room, on the garden, on the architect. This actually, it's become a fashion now. Because hotels are the same everywhere if you go to a certain standard. It can be good for business, but when you go for holidays, you need to look for something really matching with the nature, with the culture as well.
So you depend in these lodges on solar energy to produce electricity, or what's your source of energy?
Well, actually, we are not 100% using solar energy, but we're having about 50% coming from solar energy, the other 50% because we don't have sun in the evening, so we need it in the evening, but also during the day, the extra energy we have, we send it to the government, we can use it in others.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and then we take it back in the night. So we exchange with the government, with the net of electricity, the electricity.
Do you think that this could be implemented in houses, in ordinary houses, or is it difficult? I mean, solar energy, there's been a lot of talk about solar energy. People said that it costs less and it's more efficient than the normal electricity, but other people told me that it is very hard to maintain and the maintenance costs a lot, and at the end of the day it produces a small amount of energy. How do you see this, because you're an energy expert?
Well, now actually we are very happy that Egypt become already the system called feed-in tariff. Feed-in tariff that you have in your own home, you can put your system on the roof and connect it with the grid, and then the grid see what you have first, and then you take the extra and you can get it back, so it's double way, in and out. With that system, actually, whatever you produce, small or big, it's you have to calculate it, but you can get the return of your investment in 7 years, from 5 to 6. And this is important, you need to know. But I'm telling everybody, look for the day that you are going for retirement. You don't need to pay or to be worried about the invoice of the electricity, because you're already having free for 25 years. Build it today when you can do it, and then save the environment, doing good business.
Is it easy to place such grids on rooftops?
Yeah, you just need to know if the roof is space. Of course, you need a certain space, but you can do this a size you have already if you have a small size, but also you can use it if you have a roof, and then instead of keep it empty, you can make it as a room and with the panels as a roof, for example. So you can build a room totally with the panels on the top, and use it as a interior house or the tanda, as we said, but you're getting some, and you're getting money out of this. So I'm telling the people, you can get your money back between 5 and 7 years.
Does it cost a lot?
Well, it depends on the size. It can start from 20,000 Egyptian pound up to whatever you want. But you can do it not all in one time, to start on second. But think for the future, you will really, it's good investment. It's 5 years, 7 years, a ton of investment. It's very good investment for everybody.
What other sources of renewable energy can be Egypt here, like water energy, wind energy? So do you think there is a place for this renewable energy here in Egypt?
Yes, actually the wind energy has become second main source of renewable energy, but in certain places we have it in the Red Sea coast, in a place called Zafarana, Ras Gharib, which actually there's a lot of solar wind field, but more or less the solar wind need more companies. It needs projects.
More sophisticated.
Yeah, but for the house user, the PV, the more easy to be used and easy to install and everything. The other one is more complicated a little bit.
Mr. Ahmed Moussa, renewable energy expert, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, Shireen, for being with us today. This brings us to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. Thank you all for being with us. And tomorrow, inshallah, you'll be meeting with another crew, discussing more topics in a new edition of The Breakfast Show. Till then.